Now, I used to be a short hitter before the world's best long drive coach, Lee Cox, told me to do this drill in one of our many lessons. Now, back in the day, for context, I used to hit the ball embarrassingly about 225 yards to 230 through the air, and then roll out to around 245, 250-ish. And at that time, that was during my playing professional career, which was very unsuccessful, as you can imagine, from hitting the ball that short. But one of the big reasons why I was hitting the ball that short is because I was swinging far too much with my arms. My body wasn't doing anything to get in there. So as you can imagine, from back in the day, hitting the ball that short, what did I have to be good at? Chipping and putting, which I absolutely was. But now, hit the ball so much further, and a lot of it is due to this drill. So when we're in our lesson, I was hitting balls and we're trying all different little things to get me to swing that golf club faster. But I was ultimately just so used to using my arms, I couldn't get that body movement. Now we were thinking that that was due to my cerebral palsy in my left side. So I'm a disabled golfer as well. Thinking it sounds logical, can't get into left side, can't turn the body, have to swing the arms because of that. Until we thought, why not? Let's try a drill that forces me to move my body. So we did this drill and devised it on the spot of swinging back as short as we feel like we can and still hit the ball as far as we possibly can. Because if we swing to what feels like no backswing and hit the ball as far as possible, you can't move your arms. You have to do it, or you can't generate the speed with your arms, we'll say. You have to use your body way more. So here, what we used in our lesson was a PRGR miniature launch monitor. Why we used that is because that was the launch monitor I personally had at the time, because I could not afford a top of the range launch monitor or even a one that's slightly better than one of these ones, but it's still absolutely great, gives very close numbers to a TrackMan. And that's so we can measure here. So let's hit one and see what it says. Feeling like I've got no backswing. So let's have a look there. So immediately there, with what felt like almost no backswing, which in reality was probably almost half, we can see 100 miles an hour club head speed, and we can see total distance 257. So that was what we were looking at. We were only looking at club head speed and total distance. So already with that, way further than I used to hit it back in the day. And what our whole goal then with this lesson that we had, which was transformative to my driving, was to try and beat it on every single swing. So okay, 157, and I know, oh, 257, if I can beat that, I've moved that body faster and had less arm interaction. So let's do another one. So again, about 10 yards further, just over that, 12 yards further. 269 with what feels like no backswing, not generally actually having no backswing, but then 101 miles an hour of club head speed, which when we started off our lessons, which is why I went to Lee back in the day, still see him every now and again, it's because my club head speed was under 100 miles an hour. So again, disabled, so it's not really easy for me to generate speed, but this is where that body rotation starts to come into it. So I have to rotate the chest, have to rotate the body hard through there. So let's do a bunch more and see what we get on that PRGR. Okay, 264, again, really felt like I was not turning back. There was feeling like there was no turn almost, just like I'm almost flicking the arms up and then going. Feels like I'm swinging here, but it's actually roughly around here, but with no general backswing rotation and turn. So let's do another one. Let's see if we can beat that. See if we can get into the 270s. 266, 100 miles an hour of club head speed. So again, absolutely way further than I used to hit it with a big normal full swing. Let's do a couple more before we talk about what was extremely important also, that everyone can do this better and hit the ball further, this other little spot, which we moved on into in this lesson after we saw my trend in my striking. So let's do two more. 258, again, not the best to strike, which is dovetailing perfectly into this next little portion. One more, let's see if we can get into the 270s. 261, and that was swinging in that downswing with that short little backswing out of my shoes. As you can see, I lost my balance. So let's dive into the other little bit we did in this lesson. And what else we did? We worked on strike location. Strike is king when it comes to hitting the ball further. And where I was hitting it in this lesson was here, low off the hill, and that was consistently my strike spot, which is the worst part of the face to hit it. That'll be spinny, weak shots. So what we did, classic foot spray, spray the driver face with a bunch of foot spray. And not only then were we trying to course, hit the ball as far as we could with as short as backswing as possible as a drill. Not saying we need to swing like that normally, to encourage good body rotation through the shot, but we're also then measuring our strike. So if we know that we could hit the ball out the middle or the fastest part of the club face, which is normally middle high toe, we know we'd be getting the most out of what we're doing there. So important to maximize what you're doing with driver. So, okay, again, no backswing, going through it and hitting it, trying to hit it as far as I could, let my body naturally do what it wants to do to generate that speed. So for me, that's rotation and lots of drive in out of that ground. So again, let's do another one. That felt toey. 259, 101 on club head speed. High toe, so I think that's a little bit too far off the toe. That might not be the best down the golf course. It'll probably be a little drawy, maybe still hit the fairway. Wasn't extreme, so okay, I look at that and I think, yeah, let's move that a little bit more central. So that's going to help us gain some more distance. So if we can hit that center of the face, we could generally get a 270 total with feeling like we've got no backswing. That's great on the golf course. Not too many places that will be short at. That felt the exact same spot. It was, look at that. Exactly the same spot. Crazy. So again, what was that? 102 in club head speed, again with a very short backswing. I'm happy with that. So again, not much turn at all. No turn, to be honest. 264, not bad. So, okay, can we move that strike? Let's do another one. Oh, I moved it there. Oh, 269. Getting closer, 102 club head speed. Moved it to more high middle, getting there. The higher you hit it off the face, that's of course not skying it. You're going to have lower spin and higher launch just from that. So can we move it a little bit more central? Saw good trends there already. No change in club head speed, but a big difference in distance immediately. So okay, hit the middle of the face. No backswing. Hit it as far as we can. Oh, that felt good. There we go, 272. Right out the middle. It's looking a bit of a mess now on that face. 101. So it was 1 mile an hour slower than the one before, but I got that little bit more yardage out there. So let's go one more ball. And again, what is our goal is to build up the speed. Keep hitting until you're building it up. That's what we're doing. We're then increasing the amount that the body is going to turn and it's going to use its force in that downswing to be able to generate more speed. And this is how I got myself out of that armsy nature and moving more body. And my disability wasn't even a limiting factor to it. Reduces the amount of potential club head speed for sure, but didn't stop me from using the body. Because not only did this get me hitting it longer, got me a hell of a lot straighter, as I was crooked as well back in the day. I wasn't straight with that short distance, which is not a good combination. Here we go, another one. Oh, that was a bit longer of a backswing though. 274. Great one to go, 102 miles an hour. That was just by changing strike. Shorten that backswing for this drill. Hit the ball as far as you can. That's going to then utilize what you're doing for the most important part of the swing, going for impact. That's what we did, and I drilled that out absolutely beyond belief for a long, long time. It was many years ago I did this drill, and I still love it today if I need to hit the ball a bit further and then get it onto the golf course. Same feeling, but do a longer backswing. You're going to then hit the ball a hell of a lot further. So if you can do both of these, you're not going to be a short hitter anymore, just like me. If you enjoyed this video, click that like button. If you want more golf instruction, just like this, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell button too. And again, PRGR. Not sponsored by these guys. They're just absolutely great. I've used them for years. And if I want something just quick to plop down and it'll give me pretty accurate, readings, that's it. And that's what we used in our lesson.